the Duff Pickem AllStars.
And welcome back to the Duff Pickem AllStars. Above me is the very contrarian but wittingly Skinnnns. Above him is the system that knows it all, Icehouse. And above him in the Cubs hat, the man who runs all the stuff in the background, makes the stats happen, is the Commish. I am your host, the Orange Peanut. We're here to talk about fantasy football, pick'em for the year 2025, week 14. While people are texting me on my phone, that really helps out with a lot of things with that there. That's my battery life. Thank you. All right. I want to start with a thank you for everyone. We're all going to raise our glasses. We reached 100 subscribers. I don't know who you all are, but we like you, and thank you very much for helping us get to where we are with our show here. So cheers to all our subscribers and our viewers. Thank you for making this show fun to do. Also, last week was really dang fun as well, right, gentlemen?
It was wild. It was a great Thanksgiving slate of games.
It was good Thanksgiving.
All three games were super watchable. To KC and Dallas, did that break the people were saying that might be like one of the most watched games?
I don't know. I heard it was supposed to be, but I didn't ever heard anything after.
I really thought KC was gonna stunk. Did anyone hear the F-bomb dropped in the halftime show by
I didn't watch any of them, but
oh gosh, yeah, F-bomb got dropped in the Dallas halftime show, and the stage looked terrible. Who did the I'm thinking it's Poach Malone or something like that. Post Malone dropped a little F-bomb on the camera with that. Terrible.
Oh, and yeah, I did see about a minute of that one. But
yeah.
I did hear he stayed on the field and played catch with a bunch of kids for a couple hours after the game, so that was cool.
All right. You made up for it.
Yeah.
For that.
I made up for it, I guess.
Yeah. I thought the Lions halftime show was awesome. Eminem made an appearance against all odds. I was like, oh, is Eminem going to be there? Is he too high up on the bill to be able to bring him onto the halftime show? And sure enough, and then made it on there. But not all games were very good. Actually, we were just venting for the show. The Commish was just venting. Hit us, Commish. Tell us some stats first about what the hell happened last week.
I will say in regards to Eminem showing up, it's not a surprise. He is a big Detroit fan, and he also signed a deal prior to this Thanksgiving. Him and his production studio will be in charge of not doing the performance, but putting together the performance for the next 3 Thanksgiving halftime shows in Detroit.
Oh, all right.
So not a surprise that he showed up.
Yeah, it was good that he was.
Yeah. So last week, it was a underdog Thursday and Friday, it was 4 straight underdogs were the right picks, which influenced me on Sunday to change some of my picks. One in particular, I don't know why I switched off the underdog, but I went from the Jets to Atlanta, and that cost me. I think I took off Miami and I didn't. I went with Miami off of New Orleans because I figured there had to be some favorites. And then, the afternoon, or the noon games, it was 2 favorites, 4 underdogs and a push. The afternoon games were a straight sweep of favorites, 3 in a row, and then it was underdog Sunday night and favorite Monday. But one of the funnier things about, what was it? Oh, yeah. Then, of course, after the noon games had started, John, you had sent out the information about no Cleveland Browns quarterback had ever won his first 2 starts in a row, which I wish you would have sent out earlier, as I would have taken off Cleveland and gone to San Francisco. So thanks for the late information.
I'll make up for it today. I have a stat about that today.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
No, okay.
Can't change the past, dude.
No.
As far as the week went,
yes.
As far as the week went, there were 6 favorites, 9 underdogs, and 1 push. Stan led the week with 79 points, followed by Kevin with 59, followed by Eric with 52, who was along with Boss with 52, Tommy with 49, JV with 39, and me bringing up the rear with 20. Let's see. We all got the Rams wrong because I didn't think nobody thought that Carolina would have it in them to not just beat them, but like lose by less than 10.
Carolina didn't even think they had that game.
We all would have had Seattle right, but JV chose Minnesota foolishly.
Oh, foolish.
Uh,
That was a
if you were
fun
that-
as
if you
hell
were-
game.
If you were that hard up about Minnesota, why didn't you pick up the dollar yo?
I'm trying to keep out of the Sacco Bowl.
Yeah,
Which I don't think no one picked him up, right?
no.
No.
Converse on the other side of things, John, you were the only one that had the Jets, although I was with you until about, I don't know, 10 minutes before kickoff, and I panicked and changed my pick. Kevin was the only one who had New Orleans. I think that's it for singles. Otherwise, there were a couple of couples, like Kevin and Stan were the ones that had Washington right. Kevin and Stan were also the ones that had Las Vegas, but everybody else had the Chargers, which was the right pick. Let's see. Scanning down.
I always bet Washington.
Stan, yeah, right. Stan and I were the only two that had Tennessee, but Jacksonville was the correct pick. Eric and I were the only two that had Philly. Chicago was the correct pick. Tommy and JV were the only two that had Dallas, and Stan and Boss were the only two that had Green Bay.
Wow, look at that.
So on the season, as an overview, Kevin's still in the lead with 764 points. Stan's closing in with 693. I'm falling off with 664. JV caught up with 660. Boss is in fifth with 640. Eric's right behind him at 638. Tommy at 578. Actually, this week kind of did hurt Eric because I believe I didn't check the Monday nighter, but I'm pretty sure he had favorites across the entire week.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, he's usually lots of favorites, and this was a very underdog heavy week.
Yeah, it was. In fact, on the stats for the year, the split now goes 97 favorites, 90 underdogs, and 7 pushes. And there are 194 games, so it's exactly 50% chance of the favorites being correct, 46% for underdogs, and a 3.6% chance of a push on the current season.
Tommy made all of his picks. Tommy.
That's true. He did. When I got to his house for Thanksgiving, I said, hey, did you make your picks now that I'm here and the game has already started? And he said, I think so.
Nah. I'm gonna do it right now.
You did say on the show last week that you were gonna see him at Thanksgiving and tell him.
Oh yeah, I was waiting. I wasn't gonna give him a heads up.
He got on it. For the record, Max Brosmer got negative points in our league this year.
Nice.
And what?
Negative 0.35.
Brosmer with negative.
Good thing no one got him for the dollar yo.
Oh my God! I've never heard of somebody getting a negative score from a dollar yo in our league, so that would have been.
Rex Grossman cost me a match one year. I was winning going into Monday night, and Rex Grossman threw how many picks and fumbles or whatever he did, but ended up losing the match. If I had benched Rex Grossman, I would have won the week.
Oh my goodness! Groady, how you doing?
Doing wonderful. Sorry I've been gone again. Things, baby, and obviously last week I was gone for vacation, so.
You're fine there. Give it cheers. We've got over 100 subscribers on the channel.
I know, I saw the text. That's why I was barreling to try to get on here, trying to get the kid to go to bed, and she finally went to bed, and I was like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right there. No, awesome. Let's also raise a glass to the sneaky cheese, almost stands alone contrarian Skinnnns for winning the week the way that he does. The way that he does it is by psyching some of us gullible people like me out of our decisions with that, but he did good last week for that. Look at that football next to the W for win on the hat. Skinnnns is going to start us off with the Thanksgiving special. Dallas, no, it's not Thanksgiving. That's just, these are the Thanksgiving games. Dallas versus Detroit. Skinnnns, what do you know about this game?
Thursday special. Starting off this week, we got the Cowgirls, who are 6-5-1, going against the Lions, 7-5. Last week, Dallas beat Kansas City on Thanksgiving, as we saw. They both played Thanksgiving, so they each have 7 days rest. Dallas beat KC 31-28, and wasn't that spread 3? Now that I'm looking at it, was that not a push?
3.5.
Oh.
It shows 3. Oh, it did. Oh, it's just 3 close for us.
Yeah, Kansas City was the favorite, so Dallas won. KC would have had to win by 3 for it to be a push.
All right, thank you. This is my first time following football.
Follow Stan for more gambling tips.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Detroit, they had their Thanksgiving game. That was a loss to Green Bay. Last 5, things are getting concerning for Detroit here. Their last 5, lost to Green Bay, win against the Giants, lost to Philly, win against Washington, lost to Minnesota. So it's not looking good. They're not beating tough teams or even really keeping it close. I guess the Philly game was a little close, but it was like 9-13. But the problem is Detroit did suffer some injuries last week. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's going to be a game time decision. He's limited in practice today. Khalif Raymond will likely be out. So that's going to bring Isaac Tesla will be their wide receiver 2 this week opposite Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
And then bad news on their defense is Terrion Arnold, probably one of their better of the 2 corners, went on IR after the game. They still have no Laporta. He went out a little bit ago. And then the problem for the Dallas is they're getting a little better. They get Travion Diggs back from IR. He's been out since week 6. So they're gaining a star cornerback. Detroit's losing theirs. Only other significant injury I'm seeing for Dallas is Jadeveon Clowney. He'll likely be a game time decision. He had his best game of the year with the Cowboys finally this year. Never really did fully live up to his draft type, but he started coming around for him. There is a couple tackles on the Lions that are going to be questionable, so we'll see where that goes. So nothing good injury-wise. Detroit, Dallas, little more positive for them. Last year, Dallas lost to Detroit 47-9. So do we have a little motivation factor? Not to mention, just playing in the, being in the playoff race and whatnot this year. They might be remembering that game last year too.
Yeah.
Not to mention a Dallas win would jump them ahead of Detroit in the playoff standings right now.
Oh, yeah.
With their records being 6-5-1 versus 7-5, that Cowboys would go to 7-5-1, Lions to 7-6. So ties matter, guys.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So another little factor, if you want to get the offenses going against each other, both of them are top 3 in play action passes. Then if you look at their defenses, Detroit is top 5 in zone, and Dallas is bottom 5 in zone. No, I'm sorry. I have that reversed. Detroit plays man coverage the second highest, which I was doing some reading because I'm no football expert. But when you're running play action, if you're in man-to-man coverage, your corners are usually watching their guy and not watching the play. So a lot of them are not going to be fooled by the play action.
Okay.
Whereas if you're in zone, you're watching the field, you're watching the line, you're watching the quarterback. So you are seeing, you have a much more higher chance of getting faked out by that play action. So that does go in Detroit's favor there.
Yeah.
Not to mention, but on the other hand, for defense, Dallas's defense, for the season, they've been giving up 124 yards per game on the ground. In their last 3 games, though, it's only been 70 yards, and that coincides with them trading for Quinnen Williams from the Jets.
Really?
Where they pretty much gave up their first. He's basically, I wouldn't say Micah Parsons' replacement, but he is definitely helping their defense.
Micah Parsons
up front. Yeah. So he's definitely been a huge impact on their defense, which allows them to play other aspects and help things out. And then Detroit's defense, their last month, they've been falling down the stairs. They've been giving up 237 passing yards a game and 106 QBR to the opposing quarterbacks that week.
That's brutal.
So I feel like all of this is Detroit's going one way, Dallas is going the other. In multiple aspects of each team, it's their defenses, their offenses, injuries, play calling schemes, whatever. It's bad timing for Detroit to be going against Dallas, and as much as it hurts me to say, I have to pick Dallas. I absolutely hate Dallas. But luckily, with a 3-point spread, I mean, Detroit's offense, they can still be explosive even without St. Brown. Isaac Tesla is good. He was a top pick for them this year. He's shown out in preseason. He's shown out when he's gotten time on the field. So he's no ARSB, obviously, but I feel like he can fill in quite nicely for them. So it pains me to say it, but I'm going to pick Dallas as the underdog, but I'm only putting 4 points on Dallas.
Only dropping.
Because this is a Thursday night game. It could go off the rails one way or the other. So I'll take 3. Take the 3 with the underdog.
3 with so 3 points, Dallas for that.
Sorry, I mean I'm taking the 3 points. I'm putting 4. I'm putting my 4 confidence points on it.
Oh, gotcha here. So 4 points. I got you with what you said there. All right, 4 points on Dallas from Skinnnns, who, as you called them the Cowgirls. Groady, what's your rebuttal?
Yeah, actually, it just kind of plays when he was talking about trends for the Lions. This actually will play into when I talk about my game. But there's one thing I know with football. You find a trend that seems to be the same, you kind of stick with it. Like a lot of teams have been very hard to figure out what their trend is. Some teams are losing 2 games, winning 3 games, losing 4 games, then winning 2 games in a row or whatever. But like you said, it's almost like Detroit is like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So they're kind of in this trend. I'd love to pick Dallas, but I got to put 10 points on Detroit. I think after the loss last week, I think there'll be a little bit more offensive stability. And it's not like it's a short week either, because even though it's a Thursday night game, they both played last Thursday, so they've all had normal rest.
Yeah.
So I think Detroit can pull this one out.
That's true. That's very true. All right, yeah. Restful Detroit Lions. All right. Icehouse, you get to split 4 on the Dallas and 10 on the Lions. Icehouse is the chair. Oh, there he is.
Icehouse is the chair.
I was looking for something. I'd love to go big points on Dallas,
What does the system
but
say?
I just can't.
What does the system say?
It would go against my fantasy team, because then if Dallas shits the bed, then so does my fantasy team. So no, I'm just gonna go with 5 points on Dallas. I don't like going big points early in the week either. So, but yeah, it's like Detroit's shit in the bed right now. So why have any faith in them?
Yeah.
So I don't know. 5 for me on Dallas.
5 points on Dallas. I will counter that. I would normally pick Dallas here, as I do think Dak Prescott has the better offense or the Lions have the not as good defense, and Dak Prescott, I think, knows how to work a defense like that. But I like Tesla. I like the way he moves. The guy's a freaking shark out there, man. Like, he's just awesome. So I'm going to put 7 points on the Lions, and that leaves the Commish to split the difference. Tiebreaker.
Well, I know that all 3 games last week were not Thursday night games, but they were Thursday games. And on the season right now, favorites are 4 and 11 against the spread in Yahoo. So I got 10 points on Dallas.
Whoa. 10 points on Dallas.
That makes it hard to pick Detroit, man. Ooh, that almost makes me want to switch.
The last time a favorite won or was the right pick on Thursday night, and I guess, yeah, would have had to win the game, was week 9.
Wow.
Oh. Are you making a switch, Groady? Chance to make a switch.
No, I want to. That is like really, really makes me want to switch. 4 and 11.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
just means they're due. That's all.
It does mean, yeah. It does very much
that could be
mean.
true, but the trend is not due.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those. It's like, well, Vegas is so good at spreads. It all evens out one way or the other. So they're due for some evening out the other way.
If this changes to a hook, if this spread changes to a hook and it gets off of the even 3, I'm still going to stay Dallas, but I will definitely raise my confidence points on it.
Yeah, I hate the fact that it's 3-2. I really don't want to put big points on them.
If it was 3.5, I'd be
Game
in
one of the week on a 3.
double-digit
Like,
confidence
nope.
points.
Oh, contention. Groady, contention. Groady is going to talk about the Bears going to play against the cheesy Packers for a big black and blue the battle for this here. Groady, what do you know?
Obviously, earlier in this year, with a terribly led team at the beginning of the year, the Bears actually beat the Packers. So they have a chance in these next 3 weeks to hopefully potentially beat them twice and have beat them 3 times in one calendar year, which would be really nice because we have not fared very well against this team at all.
That is fair.
So hoping for a big turnaround. And then this is why I was saying about the trends. For the Packers, their trend is it has been this all year for them is win 3 games, lose 2 games, win 3 games, and then obviously they tied. So like that kind of breaks the trend a little bit because it even though it wasn't 2 losses, it was a loss on the tie, but it's still similar. So they just previously won their 3rd game in a row. So if the trend continues, this is a loss. I hope it does continue. I think the Bears, after putting up almost 300 yards of rushing against the defending champs, I mean, this is the first time it's happened since when? 1985.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of the other back. Somebody said it to me the other day, but I can't remember the name of the back that they had that was like the other guy to get the 100. But
Matt Suey.
There you go. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. So that's the first time they've done that since then. This year is kind of special. There's a lot of people are comparing it to the 2015 Cubs, who kind of shocked people, made a little bit of a playoff run, and then lost, and obviously eventually won the next year.
You mean the Bears, not the Cubs?
No, the 2015 Cubs.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You're just saying they overperformed what they were expecting.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So the one thing I can say that this is my last point, and then I'm going to get to my points, and we can go from there. The one thing they said on the radio, which I really loved, was that they said if they could give any advice to Ben Johnson is run the ball at Micah Parsons because his weakest part of his game is run stopping. So he goes, trust me when I say run the ball at Micah Parsons and then make sure you chip when you're passing because otherwise he's going to be a game wrecker for you because he's really good in the rush.
He's like a T-Rex. Like if you run straight at him, he can't see you.
Yeah. So with that being said, because it's a 6.5 point spread, and I think even if the Bears do end up losing, they've been in a lot of close games. I think they could lose by a field goal. So I am taking Chicago. It's a bit up there for what the spreads are this week. So I've only got 5 points on the Bears, but I think they could even. I think if the offense plays well and the defense plays well, I think they could win this game.
All right, starting off good. 5 points on the Bears. Icehouse, your rebuttal.
Let's see. What do I have on there? Yeah, I do like the Bears in this one. I'm thinking 8 points is good.
8 points on the Bears.
They keep it close enough, and if they can't outright win it.
There's 2 things I want to add to Groady that are in the spirit of hunger. Ben Johnson. If you haven't watched his locker room thing where he takes off his shirt and he does his good, better, best thing, go check that out. I was like hell yesing all of Friday evening when I saw that he did that. But 2, if you're in the Chicago area, grab yourself a free hot dog, man. Like,
if only I've lived closer.
Yeah, man.
If I lived closer, I'd probably go there more often too. But
no, it was today.
Yeah, it happened already.
It happened today.
Like,
you would have needed to be there at least an hour before. Otherwise, you'd have been around the block waiting in the cold for a free hot dog.
Yeah, I guess the one that did earlier in the season when Caleb Williams threw for 4 TDs against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the weather was much nicer, therefore it would have been worth it. But
yeah, I love all the. I love all the
fun time.
I love all the Ben Johnson lookalikes that were there as well. That was great. 11 points on the Bears. Kick those Packers' ass. Commissioner.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep going with my trend of losing points picking against the Bears.
For a small
I got
amount.
5. Yeah, well, I mean, I got 5 points on this game, and I got it on Green Bay. I will note that the Bears this season, as an underdog, are 3-3 against the spread in Yahoo. So I got a 50-50 chance. I hope I'm wrong. I do especially hope I'm wrong because I was just scrolling through and I noted that as of earlier today, they flexed the Bears-Packers Soldier Field matchup to Sunday Night Football.
Oh.
So if the
Sunday
Bears can
night.
at least keep it close, that'll at least mean well for Sunday night in 3 weeks.
Nice.
If they can't keep it close, well, that sucks. But
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like if they go in with the same mentality they went in against Philly and just move the ball the way that they want to move the ball, then I mean it's either going to be a close game or they're going to outright win.
The O-line is cutting through the defensive line. The Bears O-line is cutting through them like a hot knife through butter. It's clicking like magic.
Yeah, but the one thing about Philly that Ben Johnson knew going into that game, and that's why he wanted to do the runs the way he did, is they talked about how like their linebackers and their defensive linemen play very undisciplined football. So that's what worries me about the Packers, because the Packers D-line is playing disciplined football.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna see what it's like playing against a real northern team here. Skinnnns, you could leave the commish as a cheese stands alone, like literally, or will you be a contrarian and be a cheese?
He will be a cheese standing alone with the cheese heads. I'm gonna match your 11 that I have on the Bears here.
Wow.
This
or not even consider such a recourse.
Chicago's in first place. Whoever wins this will. If the Packers win it, they can stay in or they will regain first place. I should say. So I think this is going to be obviously a divisional game, hard fought. I feel like it's going to be close. Green Bay's win was, against the depleted Lions defense, no Amon-Ra St. Brown. And quite frankly, the Bears are playing better football than the Lions this year, at least at this point of the season too. So I am definitely going to take a team that has I feel like a 50-50 chance of winning outright. But if you're going to give me 6.5 points, I'm definitely going to put 11 points on them.
Go big. All right. I like that here. A lot of Bears, a little cheese with reason to go for the Bears. Icehouse, you don't have cheese. You've got battle down in the breadbasket here. You got the KC Chiefs hosting the Houston Texans. What do you got for this one?
Inspire those who work there.
Okay, let's see. We were talking about the ratings earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They have not been released yet. They will be released tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you, Nielsen, for that delay. Apparently they're in charge of that shit. I don't know why they have to wait. It's like you probably already know the fucking answer, but they released them on Wednesday, so we all have to wait until they say what they are. So whatever. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
My unavoidable march to the gallop.
First off, congratulations to anyone from any Missouri Chiefs fans. They can now bet on the Chiefs as of yesterday.
Gambling. Oh, all right.
It's like, so now they can lose all their money because the Chiefs are doing terrible this year. So
Finally, something to do in Missouri.
Well, or Kansas for that matter, but they already had sports gambling a couple years back at least. But anyway, nobody wants to live in either of those places. If you're from there, too bad for you. Anyways, so we're dunking on anyone from those places.
Like, comment, and subscribe, even if you're from
Kansas
or Missouri.
You live in the middle of nowhere. That sucks for you.
You do, yeah. That really is kind of middle of nowhere.
Anyway, so last year the Chiefs were 12-1 in one-score games. This year they're 1-5, so things are not looking great anymore. You know, that whole the idea that the Chiefs can come back and win any game like last year is not working this year anymore. And the Texans have the number one defense in points allowed this year. And they're on a 4-game win streak. It's just, I mean, yes, it's an Arrowhead, so maybe that's worth something. I mean, if the Chiefs could, you know, both teams need this win to stay in the playoff race.
Yes.
If the Chiefs drop another game, they're just not even make it. But I don't know. All the momentum is in Houston's favor.
Yep.
So I gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna go max points on Houston. Even if KC wins, I think it'll be close enough. Houston's getting 3.5.
Cow.
I'll take 3.5 in a Sunday night close game.
Take 3.5. Yeah, that's a. I keep
I
doubting.
don't see this spread moving back down to 3, so I'm comfortable taking the max points now and waiting it out.
I keep doubting Houston, and they seem like they've got a couple of things together on defense, but I think you said it. Not at Arrowhead, not in that loud stadium that they got. But I don't have a lot of confidence on this one right here. I'm going KC for 4 points for this. I think Andy Reid can outthink the Texans' style for that. Commish.
Sunday Nighters are 8-5 against the spread on the season. The favorites are. I got 9 points on the game, and my instinct is go with Kansas City. It's in KC. It's at night. It's cold. Houston's defense has been playing well, but I don't know. With their backs up against the wall, I think Kansas City is going to do what they need to do to survive. And if not, then they're like Boss said, their season's probably done, and they ain't making the playoffs.
Yeah. Nice.
If not, then fuck them.
Right?
Yeah. Fair.
Pretty much where they're at.
Yep. Yeah. Skinnnns.
I'm looking up something real quick. I'm looking up the Chiefs blitz rate this year. They are
-100.
-100. They are looks like top 10 in blitz rate this year, 29%.
20 XD6.
But I saw something last week. CJ Stroud came back. You know, they beat the Colts 20-16. But Stroud was blitzed on 31% of his dropbacks, but he shredded it, going 9 for 11, 134 yards, with a passer rating of 117. So that O-line is improving. They definitely picked up the blitz rate. Chiefs are top 10 in blitz rate. Whether they want to do that again this week, that remains to be seen. But I do like Houston. I mean, this is pretty much both of these teams pretty much need to win out more or less for the rest of the season to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tight. I like Houston, and I got 9 on them.
9 on Houston. So 2 Houstons, 2 Kansas City. Decision time, Groady. Who side do you stand on?
Yeah, I think like Joe said, with the Kansas City's back against their wall, like, to me, it's more important for them to win this game than Houston. So, and I think at home, I think, in a sense to say, they put on a show and unfortunately do something that hasn't been done to the Houston defense in a while and put up some points. So I've got 8 points and I got it on Kansas City.
8 points on Kansas City for that. It makes a lot of sense. Speaking of sense, I've got the game to talk about here next. I've got the Tennessee Titans going up against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. Yep.
And this is where everyone cuts off.
Yeah, right here. This is this game has 2 teams. One of them has a win. The other one has a few wins. This is a garbage matchup of garbage matchups right here. So you might be asking why I picked this. Well, there were 2 reasons why I picked this. One of them was that I keep seeing Deshaun Watson stuff popping up in not real medias, and it's really starting to piss me off. I don't think he's going to play. It was a bad decision, Brown. So I think it's Shador is going to get the start. I know he went out in the last game and Dylan Gabriel came in. Cam Ward is starting for the Titans, but that's pretty much all the Titans have. I don't think there's much else to really talk about with what they have there. Both these teams are pretty bottoms and everything. But here's why I brought this game up. In 2014, I bought tickets when the Bears were coming to Cleveland to play the Browns. The Browns were having a terrible season, very similar to this. The Bears were trying to get into the playoffs with like 7 or 8 wins on the season. And I bought tickets online for $4 per ticket, $4 to watch the Bears and Browns. I tried to get so many people to be like, who wants to go to a Bears game? I want you to guess right now how much the ticket price is to watch a bottom barrel last place Titans versus a very near last place Browns.
$27.50.
$27.50.
15.
15?
15.
You're all still too high.
Middle.
$2.
Wow.
It is, and I'm putting it
$12.75.
I'm putting it on the screen right now in the words of what we got. There it is, $9. $9 to see the Bears play the Browns. If there's what that is. Hang on. Toby Jones says it's $8.99. All right, thank you. All right, so there's that's my whole reason I picked this game. I might actually go to this game. $9 is so cheap just to go see a football game of 2 teams. A couple other note about this: the over/under on this game is 33.5, which that's like so low.
Jesus.
Cleveland is favored.
That's comically bad.
Cleveland is favored at -4 in what is here. And a little known fact. Many Browns fans are closet Titans fans because of the way that the teams left their cities around that time. When Browns left Cleveland, they were like, well, the Titan or the Oilers also lost their team as well. That sucks for both of us at Houston. But then when the Titans came back in 1999 or like 1998, whenever they came back around there, a lot of Browns fans were like, I don't like what the Browns did, so I'm a Titans fan. There's a lot of closet Titans fans. 83% of people are going for Cleveland. I think Cam Ward is doomed. So I'm going to go with Cleveland, and I'm going to drop a nice 5 on Cleveland. Commish.
Let's see. I have 8 points on Cleveland as Tennessee can't be trusted at all.
Not at all. All right, 8 points, Cleveland. Skinns.
I mean,
putting some thought into this.
Shedeur Sanders is good for 1 bomb of a touchdown a game, so there's 7 points.
Yeah.
And then their defense against Tennessee might be good for 2 defensive touchdowns. But Tennessee... Okay, so we'll average that out to about 17. And then the Titans are averaging, let's see, they scored 3 against the Jaguars. Somehow they scored 24 against Seattle's defense.
Yeah, that's no one knows how that happened.
13 against Houston, 20 against Chargers, 14 Indy. So they're, I don't know. To be honest, give me the hook. Give me the hook with the Titans, the 3 on the hook.
3.
I'm gonna put 7 on the Titans.
7 on the Titans. He goes to the other side. Groady.
I don't even know what this game is.
Near the top. I mean the bottom of all
I
the
got
games.
9 points on Cleveland.
9
I'll take
points.
less garbage over complete garbage.
Yeah, that's a fair statement for that here.
Yeah, one team has Myles Garrett, the other team has no Garrett.
Not Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Not Myles Garrett.
The other team doesn't even have Garrett's popcorn.
Yes, that is so true. All right, so we've got 3 Clevelands and a Titans. Icehouse.
I got it. I want to go with Tennessee, but I just can't. So yeah, it's like I heard a stat. It's like, well, Shedeur Sanders is good for 1 touchdown. Cleveland's defense is good for probably a touchdown, and Tennessee's offense is maybe good for a touchdown, and the defense is maybe good for 1 too. So it's like, it should be a close, low-scoring game, but give me Cleveland. Garrett should make enough, but I got Cleveland for 3. I don't trust either side in this shit show.
Would you take the over or the under?
What was it again? 30?
33.5.
I would take the over because
Yeah.
if the Titans could put 20 on Seattle, it's like the defense
20 to
score 14 of those points.
20-14, Titans win.
20 to
That's the
14.
over.
Yeah, God. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's like I could see something like that. It's just like there'll be points enough. It'll be boring game, but points enough.
A lot of wheat punts happening in this game. It's about to happen. All right. Over to a real game. Commissioner. The Commish is going to talk about them Cincinnati Bengals, not the Bungles right now, the Bengals going over to Let's Go Buffalo to hit up an AFC battle here. What do you know, Commish?
Well, I know both teams are 8-4. I'm sorry, not 8-4. They're not both. What they're 8-4 and 4-8. The Buffalo Bills are 8-4. Bengals are 4-8. I was thinking of the fact that regardless of the outcome, regardless of the outcome of this game, if they don't tie, their records will be mirror of each other. So it'll either be 5-9 to 9-5, or 9-5 to 9-4 to 4-9. The game is in Buffalo, where Buffalo is currently 5-1 on the season at home. Cincinnati on the road is 2-4. They're also 2-4 at home. Oddly enough, they are 4-4. They are 4-4 in the conference, and I think the key for Buffalo to win this game is just to pretend that they are an NFC team, as Cincinnati got swept by the NFC North this season, losing to the Packers, Lions, Vikings, and Bears.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
At
That's
home
amazing.
this season, actually, it's funny too, because in spite of Buffalo's road record of 3-3 on the season, as far as point differential goes, Buffalo his overall has a plus on average plus 6.5 points per game. At home, they are plus 6.5. On the road, they're plus 6.5. Like, it splits out dead even. They and then and the Bengals with Joe Burrow back proved that they are still a team that can compete.
Yep.
Which Buffalo's defense proved. Now you could argue that Pittsburgh's not that great on offense, but Buffalo's defense hasn't been that well. So was the Pittsburgh game enough for Buffalo's defense to figure out what they need to do to be successful? I don't know. This game will be something that I think will probably point to one or the other. Is Cincinnati's offense that potent? T. Higgins, I think, is still not going to be playing.
Oh, really?
All signs point to him not being in again.
Yeah.
So one less weapon to worry about, more just to worry about Jamar Chase. And then, of course, Cincinnati's defense, as porous as they are, can you stop Josh Allen and James Cook and, the receivers, which, I mean, again, Khalil Shakir leading the team with 569 yards versus Jamar Chase on the other side with, 971. So it's not like there's a standout wideout for the Bills. Which is, and the Bengals, I mean, their defense is dead last.
Yeah.
Dead last. Points allowed, total yards allowed, passing yards allowed. They're second to last in rushing yards allowed. They're third to last in sacks. And they do rank 11th in interceptions. They do have 10 on the season. But I don't know. I don't see a world in which Cincinnati wins. But I also didn't see a world in which Carolina beat the Rams, who were looking like Super Bowl favorites. So what the hell does anybody actually know? It started at 6 and went down to 5.5. Joe Burrow in his career is 2-0 against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is 1-1 against the Bengals. In the history together, the teams have played each other 34 times. They're 17-17. The last two regular season games, or at least the last four, have been split 2-2. So I mean, it's looking like a 50-50 game. Like, I don't know who's going to win, who's not. I do have 6 points on the game, and I'm sitting on Cincy right now. Although it is that 5.5, which on the season, 3.5 to 7 noon game spreads are 29-19 against the spread, so a 60% win percentage. I think I need to change that. I think I need to change it to Buffalo. So I did. I'm going to pick Buffalo for this one.
He's on the train. He's on the Let's Go Buffalo train. All right, good deal for that. You got 6 points, Buffalo. Skinns, after you unmute, what is your rebuttal?
I was on mute. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is going to go against, I think Joe Burrow's back. So I think the Bengals are just like giving it their last hurrah at what they can do. This is going to go down as my football doesn't make sense game of the week.
Yeah,
And
yep. That was
I'm going to
be
put
my thought.
5 on Cincy.
Yep, 5 on Cincy. That was my exact thought. With this is the football doesn't make sense game of the week with this here. Groady?
Yeah, I got 7 points on Cincinnati. I think with Joe Burrow coming back might have sparked some life in them, and I think they squeak out a win.
Yep. All right, so 7 on Cincy for that. Icehouse?
I got 9 points on Let's Go Buffalo.
9 points on Buffalo. I think I'm going Cincy, but I want to raise a point to add to the commissioner's point. Wideouts may not be needed on Buffalo's side. There are 3 important guys who should be paid attention to for this game. Dawson Knox, Jackson Hawks, and Dalton Kincaid if he plays. The Bengals are on record for having one of the worst defenses against the tight end in the NFL's entire history. And it is just getting historically worse. 13 touchdowns this year so far scored from the tight end position on the Bengals. And Josh Allen, if he starts throwing to these guys right there, they got something to worry about with that. But until I'm making this choice also not just for Joe Burrow, but I need some underdogs. I have a lot of favorites for here. So not a huge amount of confidence, but that's a nice spread. 9 points. 9 points on Cincinnati for that, for me. All right. Raise our glasses again to Skinns for the wins. Skinns, way to go. Way to win last week. Oh boy. We're here to talk about the Washington Commanders going to visit whatever is happening up in Minnesota. What do you think about this game, Skinns?
I just noticed real quick. This is a new koozie I have.
Huh.
I have no idea what it is, but I got it at the U of I game 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It
Flava
is
Hunt.
Big Unks Flava Hunt. It's from U of I Community Credit Union. So they are
show
new
that again.
sponsor.
Show that to our viewers again here. Big
Unk. I have no idea who he is, what he is, but they were giving it out at the game from one of the fan stands.
Big Unks Flava Hunt.
Yeah, no idea. So thank you to our new sponsor, U of I Community Credit Union.
Yeah, thank you, U of I.
They ended up winning last week too, so decent record for U of I this year. What were they, 8-4 or something like that? They'll hit a bowl game. Good for them. Cooper got a glove from one of the linebackers, who's the team captain. So cool on him. He spotted Coop and threw it to him. All right, we got the Commanders versus the Vikings. 3-9 Commanders versus the 4-8 Vikings. This is a battle of 2 of the most disappointing teams going into the season. I think they both obviously have pretty high hopes going into the season. Commanders, you could justify theirs by injury. Jaden Daniels out, McLaurin out, half our defense out. Vikings, not so many injuries, just disappointment, period, in J.J. McCarthy's performance.
Mm-hmm.
How he's been doing. He's not connecting with Justin Jefferson. But either way, the Commanders are still coming in on a 7-game losing streak. It's 2 overtime losses in a row. I thought this was funny. I remember last year jumping up and down after the Commanders' Hail Mary win over the Bears. And I like the Bears, but the Bears never did win again last season after they lost to the Commanders. funny enough, the Commanders' last win came
I've been trained to run them.
before that Bears game that they lost to the Bears, and then they are now on a 7-game losing streak.
Oh.
So
That's interesting.
karma has come for the Commanders. They have not won since Chicago beat them this year. So McCarthy should be back. Jaden Daniels is not cleared for contact yet for even practice. So I don't think he'll be coming back this week. I think we got another week of Mariota. But we did have.
Or is it Mariota?
You say that name right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. How was Buck saying it last week? Or
Mariota.
Aikman? I mean, we were.
Mariota.
Really
Mariota.
Mariota.
Yeah, nobody
Mariota.
even fucking knows.
Mariota. How do you say that?
It got weird. McLaurin is back, so that helps. Last week he posted 7 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. So that definitely helps our offense. That's probably more than Justin Jefferson has done all year. I'd have to check, but I would not be surprised if he hasn't beat that. No offense to him. There's more on the other JJ not helping him out there. Last 4 games, the Vikings have only scored 42 points. One of them being the Brosmer game. So even if, let's say Brosmer scored 18, that puts them at 60 points the last 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders have scored 75 points the last 4 games. They're putting it up. They've put some points up against Denver's D last week. I like it all. I like the points. I like our defense is starting to come together. Dan, since the coach took over defensive play calling, we've been a lot better. So quite frankly, it comes down to, I feel like the best quarterback on the field there is Mariota over JJ. So I'm going to put max points on the Commanders.
Oh, there it is. Holy cow. Did we have any suspicions it would be anything else? Max points on the Commanders. All right. Groady, it's your rebuttal.
The Bears did end up winning a game after they lost to Washington. Like I said in mine, they beat the Packers at the end of the year.
They
did. I think Washington as well.
I thought there might have been one at the very end, but yeah.
Yeah. So I thought for the Commanders as well, as you're saying, following the same path they lost to the Bears, and they've just been going down. I think, again, against another NFC North team, just like the Bears did it against an NFC North team and the Packers, the Commanders can right the ship here against a terrible Minnesota team. I think if J.J. McCarthy starts, it might be a little bit closer, but Washington still wins. If that other guy starts, I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 more picks he throws. And it's just a terrible day for Minnesota fans, because if that kid starts again, it's going to be terrible. So yeah, I've got my max points as well on Washington.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell really spoke the Brosmer guy up. He really talked him up. Said, "Oh, he's so smart. He's football smart. Is not something you usually find." And he's done the same thing with J.J. McCarthy the last year or two. And I'm starting to think, is Kevin O'Connell just like really bad at evaluating quarterbacks? Like,
he seems like he's really good at bringing mediocre quarterbacks into their prime.
Yeah, he's either bad at coaching them or bad at evaluating them. But whatever it is, the guys he's saying are great are not great. So the only thing that can help Minnesota this week is their defense, and because that's about all they got to help them win a game this year. So
yep,
it's decent. So I mean, that's what's going to be the difference in this game.
Yeah. So we got 2 max points on the Commanders. Icehouse, you following suit?
Well, I already have my max points out there, so I won't do that. But I will put 10 on Washington.
10 on.
But I agree. It's like, I don't care who Minnesota throws out there at quarterback. It's not going to be pretty. So good luck. I'm surprised the spread it is what it is.
Yeah. 37% of people are going for Minnesota. Hey, Max, JJ, want a hint? Throw the ball to Justin Jefferson. Even if you're only passing to him 50% rating, He's going to catch the ball every once in a while, better than any other option that's there. Bruh, like, this is not rocket science here. I'm going to be a cheese. 2 points on Brosmer or J.J. McCarthy. This did not work out for me well last week, but it's 2 points, so I'm going to have a little fun with this. Commish.
It'll be JJ. I think it'll be JJ if that helps you feel better.
That doesn't, but no, it does actually. All right, so 3 Washingtons and a Vikings, Commish?
Yeah, I got. I'm pretty sure I'm sticking with Washington. I got 13 points on the game. Minnesota offensively is in free fall. And on the season, when it comes to Yahoo users in the 60 percentile range, the favorites are 29 and 17 against the spread.
All right. 13 points
So,
on Washington for that.
Signs are pointing towards Washington is the correct pick.
I like that. Cheese stands alone. It's me.
I mean, the downside is the noon game, which noon games
Noon
overall.
game, non-division.
Noon games are 50 and 45 against the spread. The favorites. Noon 0 to 3 points are 16 and 15 against the spread, so 50-50. And 0 to 3 spreads overall across all games are 37 and 36 against the spread.
So it's a 50-50 shot.
More or less, yeah. I mean, the shining star is that
Like-
60% of users are taking Washington, and that's where the 60% win rate is.
Okay, yeah.
Bit of a leg
I'll get
up.
behind that then.
Yep. All right, we got one more round of quick picks. A little time for quick picks. Quick picks. Groady, pick a game.
Seattle, Atlanta. I got 3 points on Atlanta.
3 points, Atlanta. Icehouse.
I'll take 2 on Atlanta.
2 on Hotlanta. No way. Seattle. I like their play style. 12 points on the Seahawks. Commish.
I got 3 points on Seattle.
3 points. Seattle. Skid.
I got 2 on Atlanta, with Seattle traveling cross country for a regular old noon game with a team they don't care about. They're doing great. This seems like an easy cover for Atlanta, who's put up
Garbage
20 plus
time team
points
is
in
shaking
3
off the
straight games.
Yep. All right, next quick pick. Icehouse, pick a game.
5 straight.
I get. Damn, I have to go revert to an old system here.
Oh, the system's upgrading or downgrading.
13 on Indy.
13 on Indy. That's Indy versus Jacksonville. That's a 50-50 spread.
Correct.
Indy, big points. 10 points on Miles Jack. To match the team name. Commish.
Hang on.
This should be a big one for Joe. It's only 1.5 point spread.
Yeah, it's my max point, but I'm trying to think. It's in Jacksonville.
Doing max.
It's all
Correct.
There's a thing with these two teams. Like, there's a thing about how they play in each other's places. One can't win or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
Indy-
remember
Indy
that.
has not won at Jacksonville in over 10 games.
Oh, I'm switching to Indy. Goodbye. Back to Indy.
Yeah, the last 10 matchups,
Nope.
Indianapolis is winless in Jacksonville.
No.
Well, that's no good.
And I got 14 points on Jacksonville already. I don't have to change it. Sweet.
Wait, so Indy cannot Indy cannot win in Jacksonville?
Indy is 0-10.
Yeah, and I think
in
it's
the last 10
Jacksonville
matchups.
cannot
That
win.
was
in-
it was staying with
Indy.
Jacksonville then. Staying with
Okay, I'm going to go with 7 on Jacksonville. Then I got to switch it back the other way. I don't like
You
that.
go 7 on Jack. We're all switching to Jacks. All right, Skinnnns, you're
Yeah,
joining
it's
the
like
Jacks
that.
train.
I already had Jacksonville picked for 12, and I'm going to keep it at that.
He keeps it at 12 on Jacks. Oh, Groady, chance to be a contrarian.
I have Indy picked. I want to switch because this is yeah. I can't. I gotta take Jacksonville. I got 13 on Jacksonville.
13 on Jacksonville for that. And Commish, you said you put it 14 points on Jacksonville?
Yeah, max points.
Max points on Miles Jack. Holy cow. It's
No,
best.
Miles Jack is not a part of that team.
Oh, I know. Let's see. All right, I get to pick a game here. What's a fun game? Ooh, the battle of the AFC. Baltimore hosting Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers looked like a character from SpongeBob, and Baltimore is really struggling. But I think Baltimore's going to pull through. Baltimore for 6 points. Commish.
Yeah, where's it at? Yeah, I got 7 points on Baltimore.
7 points. Baltimore scared.
I was reading a funny post today. It was either on Facebook or Reddit, and it was about Aaron Rodgers and the game coming up. And they said, there's no way I can pick Aaron Rodgers when he looked like one of the wet bandits after meeting with Kevin. So I only have 3 on it, but it's definitely going to Baltimore.
3 on not the wet bandits. Groady.
Yeah, that's because after Aaron Rodgers called out his wide receivers are going to be the sticky bandits, and everything's going to stick to those hands. I got 6 points on Pittsburgh.
6 points on Pittsburgh with a Home Alone comeback for that. Holy cow. Holy cow. Icehouse. What Home Alone reference? You gotta work a Home Alone reference into it.
Don't have one. No. Thank you. Sorry I couldn't come up with a Home Alone reference on the fly.
Oh, come on.
Just say you live within 20. You live within 20 miles of the house.
Yeah.
They filmed it in.
If it was in like New York or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
New York was in Home Alone 2.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. If it was in New York, I could maybe come up with something.
No.
No, I got nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have something. I did read the other day that Macaulay Culkin did say he was open to a sequel for Home Alone.
Oh, God.
So,
That's
not that anyone wanted that, but there you have it. You wanted a Home Alone something, you got it.
That works. You know what? That actually does work for that.
Nobody wanted it, but he's open to doing something. So, yeah.
Buzz was in the
Google
last
for more.
He was a cow.
Google for more information. I don't, I glossed over it because it's like, honestly, who cares?
What is so what's your pick here? You going with Home Alone or you going with Baltimore?
I have 11 points on Baltimore for me.
11 points. Groady, cheese.
You got
Home
Kevin.
Alone,
11 points on Kevin.
11 points on Kevin. Oh, that's such a win. Commish. A little quick pick, Commish. Oh, that eggs? Eggs? Yes. Macaulay Culkin
That's me.
wants to sponsor us. Oh, it's Macaulay Culkin. No, that's a wrong number. Commish.
Wow.
Pick here.
With bits like that, we not get more subscribers.
Yeah. Like
What game is this again? I forgot.
Oh, it's not. You get to pick the game.
Oh, pick the game.
Why don't you give Eggs a call, Joe? He can direct your call.
Oh, I gotta. Hang on. Let me. I was gonna say, boss. A reference for you for Home Alone could have been you could be hoping for rain, and then it would be a field full of wet bandits.
Oh. Hey yo.
Quick picks. What's a game no one cares about?
All the rest of them.
No, I meant record wise, like 2 teams that are going nowhere fast.
Miami Jets.
I was saying Miami and the Jets stands out.
Miami and the Jets does look like the remaining game where it doesn't matter per se. I mean, obviously Miami's got an outside chance of making the playoffs if they keep winning, and the Jets are terrible. So it is in New York. The Jets have been playing marginally better. And Miami is confusing, so I got 12 points on the Jets.
12 points on the Jets.
Wow.
Skinnnns.
I have 6 on Miami. I think Miami is the better team. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I think Miami is the better team. But I don't like them playing in the cold. Miami going to New York in the winter is never great. but I still think they might be able to do it. So give me the Dolphins. I just got 6 points on it. Mediocre.
6 mediocre.
I think they can
points.
beat the Jets by more than 3, though.
All right. So 12 Jets, 6 Dolphins. Groady, where does your allegiance lie?
I got 12 points on the Jets just because I don't know if Mike McDaniel's Coke is going to make its way up to New York.
No.
You can find plenty there.
That's just a joke. I don't actually know if he's doing drugs. If he's not, I'm not like being serious
If
about
you
it.
think Mike McDaniels does coke, like, comment, and subscribe this video.
All right,
Wow.
that's very niche, but all right. I'll take it.
Icehouse. Where do you think the Lions go?
I also have a dozen on the Jets.
A dozen on. Wait, everyone's doing a dozen on the Jets except for Skinnnns.
I got half a dozen.
Yeah,
Half a dozen.
Who's back?
Well,
I'll take an extra dozen on the Jets.
Well, I am also going with.
Give me a
Jets.
dozen bagels.
I'm going 8 points on the Jets. Snow is in the forecast for the game. Dolphins don't play well in the snow. Last quick pick here falls to Skinnnns. Pick a game.
He's only here with our perfect society that works out. That's a
Look,
right.
he's on mute. No one knows what he wants to pick.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, that means you also didn't hear me say I only had a half dozen on the other game.
Oh, you did. Well, no, you had a half dozen. You do have a half dozen in Miami. I did get that.
Half dozen, yeah. Yeah, I got 13 on this one. Monday night football, Philly versus the Chargers. I think this is finally the get-right game Philly needs. We know the Chargers are not a home team when they play at their home stadium. It's usually the other team that has more fans because their owner sucks. But other than that, I'll make it short. The Philadelphia Eagles will beat the one-handed Justin Herbert, and I got 13 points on it.
13 points on the Eagles for that. All right, Groady.
I don't know which team is going to show for either one of these teams, so I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I got 11 points on the Chargers.
11 points on the Chargers for that.
It's a football doesn't make sense pick.
That's a football doesn't make sense pick. That's exactly what that is.
It is.
Icehouse.
I'll take 6 on Philly. They got to get a win somewhere. Why not this?
All right, those are Philly fans right there. Santa leaving.
Yeah, right.
Max points on Philadelphia. Where do I get the wrong one there? It's soundboard fans going crazy there. And then Commish, where does your allegiance lie?
Monday night favorites on the season are 10-7 against the spread. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak. I got 11 points on the Chargers though, because it's a East Coast to West Coast matchup, and by the time the game starts, Philly's bodies are at 10:15 time. So about halftime, it'll be midnight.
Yep. All right, so 11 points on the Chargers for that. I love the soundboard action here. That's awesome. All right, folks, make sure you hit save. Fill in the other picks for that one as well. Folks, thank you again, subscribers, for listening in on the channel. We're just 5 dudes hanging out and talking football and occasionally mystifying things with the X-Files theme song in the background. So the Around the Horn, and the Around the Horn scores. They go 32 points to Icehouse, then 52 points with Groady, 59 points with Commish. Leading the way is Skinnnns, 73 points. Sippy, you have a bunch of hooty hoos in there. We miss you. Hopefully, maybe you'll come by with that there. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you like on the channel here. Yes, I'm ending it, X. Don't worry about it. And we'll see you around on the next one, folks. See you later. Bye.